Southeast Asia, a region that encompasses more than a dozen of the oldest countries in the world. Bordered by the Pacific Ocean, the China Sea, and the Gulf of Thailand, this area is home to more than 600 million people. Dozens of different religions are practiced here, and people speak more than 100 languages in this 4 million square kilometer region. The population is so dense in places, people often live in high-rise buildings, or they build houses directly on water. Our dream cruise will be aboard the Silver Shadow, the most luxurious vessel from the Silver Sea Company, from which we'll experience one of the globe's most fascinating regions. Built in the 2000s, this opulent 300-crew membership can accommodate nearly 400 passengers. This ratio allows Silver Sea to offer extraordinary personalized service. Everything is included in your cruise: champagne, cocktails. This truly is high-class cruising at its best. Welcome aboard Dream Cruises. During our voyage, we'll visit the finest Southeast Asian destinations, including Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, and Singapore. But before we launch into the Gulf of Thailand, we have a few hours to visit the capital, Bangkok. We have just enough time before we set sail to get a short glimpse of this magnificent city. To maximize our time and taste the best the city has to offer, we jump in a taxi to take us through the streets of Bangkok. The capital city has more than 10 million people and endless streets, so we're more than happy to have a private driver to show us around. The metropolis is divided into two distinct areas: the modern city with its finance district, concrete and skyscrapers, and the old town with its temples and public markets. We're going to visit the old town this afternoon. There are nearly 400 Buddhist temples here, some more ornate than others. Buddha is everywhere. When he's not in temples or on other religious landmarks, we find Buddha in all of the public markets in different forms. But as our free time is running out, we decide to visit one of the most famous Buddhas in the city, the Temple of the Reclining Buddha, also known as the Wat Pho. Wat Pho is one of the most important temples of the city, both for its magnitude and its history. Covering an area of 80,000 square meters, or about 15 times the size of Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris, Wat Pho houses a statue of Buddha that's half a football field long. This representation of God is very important in the Buddhist religion. Lying on his side, Buddha is about to leave his physical existence and enter the ultimate paradise, the paranirvana. Soon it'll be our turn to visit paradise, but our paradise is waiting for us at the port of Bangkok. We jump in a taxi and head for the ship, which will sail shortly. On our way, we pass the Grand Palace, another wonder of this city. It's time to board. Once aboard the Silver Shadow, we see a series of prestigious awards for exemplary service on the walls, leading to the reception area. The glass of champagne offered and courteous front desk staff confirms that these awards are well-deserved. This vessel distinguishes itself by its extravagance and magnificent luxury. There are no cabins aboard this ship, only suites. There are 9 different kinds of accommodation offered, all between the 4th and 9th decks. Even though it's considered mid-range aboard this ship, the veranda suite is head and shoulders above other suites on conventional cruise ships. Roughly 100 square meters, this remarkably comfortable suite has a seating area, a large bathroom, and a private balcony. The Silver Suite has more room and even more luxurious furnishings. Located on the 7th deck, this suite is reminiscent of a classic apartment. Next, the Royale Suite, even more luxurious than the Silver Suite. The Royale Suite is comparable to the best suites in 5-star hotels. Living room, dining table, private bar, king-size bed, and full bathroom made of marble. Exclusive high-end cosmetics. Everything is spotless. Of course, the suite has its own balcony, one of the largest on the ship. Finally, the aptly named Owner's Suite. From inside this room, it's hard to remember that we're actually on a ship and not in an upscale loft. This is living large. Located on the 7th deck, this is the ultimate in comfort and luxury aboard this magnificent vessel. You could not ask for more. On top of all this indulgence, add outstanding room service, regardless of your suite category. Aboard the Silver Shadow, customer service is the ultimate priority. After the tour of our suite, we head to the ballroom on the 5th deck for the traditional Captain's Welcome cocktail. The night officially begins. It's the start of a marvelous cruise aboard the Silver Shadow.
Welcome aboard the Silver Shadow, the best ship of the fleet.
The sun rises over the Gulf of Thailand. It's still early, and we're just a few kilometers from today's stop. We left Bangkok early yesterday evening, headed for the small island of Koh Samui, also part of Thailand. The captain is aiming to anchor the ship at around 10 o'clock this morning. We take this opportunity to enjoy breakfast in La Terrazza restaurant, located on the 7th deck. La Terrazza is an a la carte restaurant specializing in Italian gastronomy. But in the morning, this restaurant offers a beautiful gourmet buffet where you can find all the great breakfast classics. Bacon, omelets, ham, hash browns, everything is here. All that's left is to choose. Once we've filled our plates, we head to the largest dining room in the world, the balcony. With a good coffee, a delicious meal, and, most importantly, the spectacular view. While enjoying our breakfast, we see the silhouette of the island Koh Samui on the horizon. We're nearly at our first stop, but right now, there's no rush. There's still time to enjoy this magical moment. After breakfast, we begin to disembark the ship. Since the dock of the island is too small, we reach land by shuttle. The shuttles can transport about 50 passengers. There's a pleasant 10-minute walk until we reach the island's wharf. Koh Samui is a small island about 25 kilometers off the coast of Thailand. The 3rd largest island in the country. Koh Samui has beautiful natural resources that attract many tourists. White sandy beaches, coconuts in abundance, and coral reefs. The perfect setting for a dream stopover. In addition to fishing, rubber production, and coconut farming, tourism is becoming an increasingly important economic activity on the island. Previously only for backpackers, tourism on Koh Samui today has expanded significantly thanks to increasing numbers of cruise ships visiting the island. Now, more than 800,000 people visit each year. Fortunately for us, the flood of visitors has not yet had negative effects on the island's atmosphere. The ambiance is relaxed, and you can always find organized activities to discover the island's charm. We're getting ready to visit Nam Wang Safari Park, a theme park located in the middle of the jungle. We're going to catch a ride on an elephant in order to enjoy one of the most plentiful natural resources of the island, coconuts. The elephant is one of the most important symbols of Thai culture. Long used as powerful agricultural tools, domesticated elephants have significantly contributed to expanding Thailand's tourism industry. These gentle beasts are excellent guides and companions for a walk in the jungle. Despite their weight and stature, elephants can reach speeds of up to 23 kilometers per hour. That's about 6 times faster than an Olympic swimmer, or 5,000 times faster than a garden snail. But don't worry, today we're ambling along at a speed closer to a snail's pace so we can enjoy the scenery. After the lovely elephant tour, we change vehicles and head into the jungle once more. This time, we're off in a 4x4 to meet friendly monkeys who are trained to pick coconuts from the treetops. These clever little primates seem to really enjoy their starring role as coconut gatherers. Which is a great thing because we get to enjoy freshly picked coconut juice. It's time to return to the ship. Instead of the Silver Shadow shuttle, this time we travel on a local ferry. We're very lucky. The shuttle pilot has agreed to spin the ferry around so we can admire the splendor of the Silver Shadow. Once more, we consider just how fortunate we are to be cruising on the flagship of the Silver Sea Company. Once aboard, we head to the Panorama Lounge on the 8th deck to enjoy a delicious aperitif cocktail. The bar's elaborate menu gives amateurs and connoisseurs alike the opportunity to taste their favorite cocktails. Since we are on a dream cruise and the staff is highly qualified, their suggestions of beverage concoctions is more than trusted. It's encouraged. After cocktail hour, we head to the theater on the 5th deck for the evening's entertainment. Tonight, we are going to enjoy a Broadway classic, Cabaret. Aboard the Silver Shadow, the artists don't perform over a recorded soundtrack. They are accompanied by an orchestra. Quite a rare scene these days. When they go big, they go big. Enjoy the show. We've departed the island of Koh Samui, Thailand, late yesterday. After sailing all night, we're now approaching our next stop. Sihanoukville, Cambodia, located on the other side of the Gulf of Thailand. Formerly known as the Kampong Som, Sihanoukville is home to the only deepwater port in the entire country. The Silver Shadow is able to gently approach the quay of the city. Right there on the dock is a fleet of chartered buses, waiting for passengers ready to discover this amazing part of Cambodia. This small town has quickly become a popular destination for foreign travelers, as well as tourists from Cambodia and surrounding areas. Even if there are a load of people visiting this resort, with so many beaches, it's easy to find a nice quiet spot. This place is paradise. And for those looking to relax, the temptation to laze about on a lounger is overwhelming. Nevertheless, we decide to not succumb and go for a nice little trip. Our first stop is Wat Pho Temple, roughly 6 kilometers from the city. Recognized as one of the important temples in the city, Wat Pho also sets itself apart by its remarkable architecture. This golden temple has many original sculptures that are known and revered across the country. Among the most important sculptures, the three-headed elephant with 3 Buddhas is particularly renowned. Atop the enormous staircase leading up to the temple, an impressive statue of Buddha watches over the temple. After this short trip to Wat Pho, we hit the road to get to Reem National Park. Located about 30 minutes from Sihanoukville, this park covers over 150 square kilometers of land and 60 square kilometers of marine reserve. Here we can see over 155 different species of birds. To have a look around, we jump aboard one of the boats in the park and set out into the mangroves. On our way, we see dozens of houses on stilts and many fishing boats. Here, fishing is more than just a sport. An estimated 26,000 people live in or around the park. The population is composed of people from the local community, park authorities, the Cambodian Ministry of Environment and Tourism, and of course, those from the fishing industry. From a young age, Cambodians learn to fish. It is estimated that nearly 3 million Cambodian people make their living from the fishing industry. Needless to say, fishing plays an important role in their economy. This number does not account for local fishermen, most of whom fish to meet their daily needs. After our visit to the national park, we head to Sihanoukville for lunch before returning to the ship. We are invited to Lemongrass Restaurant, located in the Soka Beach Resort. The further we venture into this stunning dining room, the more we understand the amazing meal we are about to enjoy. A row of tables and dishes leads to 2 master roasters, busy preparing our meal. Deliciously grilled seafood. The scene is out of this world. The abundance of fresh produce, the scenery, the smells emanating from the grill, the cheery employees. This must be a dream cruise. Back on the ship, we head to the 10th deck. This is the best place to end the day in style, in every sense of the word. We're visiting the Spa Beauty Salon. The ship's crew tells us that it is a sanctuary of relaxation. The spa area offers a complete range of body treatments, including relaxing essential massages. Since spa treatments are very popular, it is strongly advised to book your appointment in advance. It's a perfect way of ending this divine day. What's better than pampering yourself before dinner? The salon offers a wide range of services, including hairdressing, manicures, and pedicures for both men and women. Finally, after a relaxing session in the beauty section, we decide to visit the 7th deck to partake in another relaxing activity. The Connoisseur's Corner offers a prestigious selection of cigars from around the world. It includes the major brands, including famous Cuban cigars. We're pushing off today, pointing our ship in the direction of our next destination, Ho Chi Minh City. Our day will be dedicated to relaxation and to delicious food. To begin, we choose to take a long gaze at the calming China Sea from the observation lounge on the 10th deck. With a coffee in hand, this is clearly the best place to take in the beautiful scenery. Everyone considers this place a perfect retreat. Comfortable chairs, a breathtaking panoramic view, and especially for this early in the day, a coffee machine that makes the best espresso and cappuccino on the ship. To accompany our scrumptious coffee, there is a wide variety of choice pastries and croissants, as well as a library of books, astronomical maps, and even board games. Here, everything is in place so you can unwind and let the morning unfold naturally. We choose to enjoy the view of the horizon, occasionally glancing at the headlines of international newspapers at hand. After this relaxing experience, we descend 2 decks and head to the stern. This is where we'll find the information hub of the ship, the library, and the Internet Cafe. The Internet Cafe offers more than just a connection to the online world. Passengers have access to a variety of useful tools: memory card readers for digital cameras, burners for CDs and DVDs, and even laser printers. Both amateur and expert photographers can empty their memory cards safely each day and update their personal photo banks. The library also offers a wide selection of books, magazines, and newspapers, all in the language of your choice. If you prefer a movie, there's a wide range of films available for viewing. Throughout many of the corridors of the Silver Shadow, there are impressive displays of artwork for sale. Here, we are on the 8th deck. Connoisseurs will be spoiled by the variety and prestige of the art on display. If you have the budget and a real appreciation for art, you can even purchase an original Picasso or a Salvador Dali. You can buy prints as well. Here's a lithograph signed by the Russian painter Marc Chagall. Continuing our route on the 8th deck, we find ourselves in the outdoor area. This area includes a beautiful swimming pool surrounded by a teakwood terrace. When the weather is warmer, the temperature of water is lowered by a few degrees. When the air temperature cools off a bit, the water is heated a touch to make swimming more enjoyable. To add to the experience, luxurious lounge chairs and oversized towels are provided. And the sun, too, of course. At each side of the pool, you can find a large spa hot tub. Let's move now to the 5th deck and go shopping. If you want an unforgettable souvenir or an extraordinary gift, this is the right place to be. The Silver Shadow Boutique offers a wide range of sublime products. Our day is coming to an end. Tomorrow, we'll begin a new leg of our journey. But before then, let us dine. Tonight, we have a choice between two a la carte restaurants. The first is located on the 7th deck, just next to the cigar shop. The Champagne Restaurant is the only Relais et Chateau restaurant found on the sea. It is exclusive to Silversea. Have a look at the wide selection of world-renowned wines and champagnes. They are the perfect accompaniment for the colorful, locally inspired gourmet cuisine offered by the restaurant. The restaurant's signature dishes include gold leaf risotto, lobster thermidor Rochester, rack of lamb with fennel fondue and thyme, and a trifecta of biscuits to finish the meal in style. Despite all the decadence in front of us, it's off to the side of the ship's main dining room that's catching our eye. The restaurant is located on the 4th deck at the very center of the ship. The menu here consists of sophisticated and elegant international cuisine, combined with an unparalleled service. On the menu of this refined a la carte restaurant is a section entitled The Collection of the World. This exclusive series of signature plates was created by chefs at Relais et Chateau. Even out in the middle of the South China Sea, we have the opportunity to eat exclusive culinary creations. Few restaurants in the world can say that. Bon appétit! Today is going to be exciting. After relaxing and being pampered all day yesterday, the captain and his crew are ready to lead us to one of the most action-packed parts of this sensational dream cruise. We've left the China Sea and begun advancing up the Saigon River. Our final destination today will be Ho Chi Minh. As we gently glide along the Saigon, we revel in the scenery as it constantly changes. We pass rice paddies, houses on stilts, concrete buildings, urban areas, traditional boats, as well as carriers. As the ship slows down, we can see several women in traditional dress on the dock, holding bouquets of balloons. In a few minutes, we'll set foot in Ho Chi Minh City, a metropolis formerly known as Saigon. Ho Chi Minh City is the largest city in the country. It has a population of over 7 million people and the economic power to host more than 300,000 different companies of all different sizes. Ho Chi Minh is a city of contrasts that mixes both the modern and the traditional. Traffic here is a perfect example. Motorcycles, cars, buses, bicycles all coexist in this chaotic environment of asphalt and bamboo. However, after only a few minutes of observation, we realize that everything is in its right place. Our first destination is a temple, but this time it's not a religious temple. We head to the public Ben Thanh Market, the temple of merchants and customers. This is the largest, oldest, busiest, and most beloved of all the city's markets. If you are claustrophobic, this place might not be for you. But if you're like us and run headfirst into this kind of maze, you'll be in paradise. Built by the French colonists in the 1850s, Ben Thanh Market was completely destroyed by fire only a few years after opening. A short time later, it was rebuilt and quickly became the largest market in the city. You can find everything here: clothing, fruits and vegetables, electronics, souvenirs, fresh seafood. Even if you're looking for something specific, this is definitely where you'll find it. And if you like to bargain, you can negotiate your price. But this jungle of trade can be a bit much if you stay too long. Let's get some fresh air and continue our journey. We head toward the Mekong River to join one of its tributaries, the Tien River. Accompanied by our guide, we jump in a boat to explore the river. But we're also looking forward to one of the most popular attractions, the Kai Bay Floating Market. The route to the destination is a trip in itself. Moving through the thick jungle, the riverbanks undulate and show us the beautiful rural landscape of this part of Vietnam. The scenery is so picturesque, it's hard to tell what century we're in. During our trip, we encounter an impressive number of vessels of all kinds. Junks, sampas, and barges are among the thousands of ships here on this highway river, a thoroughfare essential to daily life of these Vietnamese people. On the shore, and even on the river, houses on stilts are lined up like dominoes, appearing ready to fall at any moment. But they're built solidly, and they've already defied the tests of time. These houses are here to stay. We now come to the floating Kai Bay Market. For several hundred years, the place has been known as an ideal meeting point for traders from regions bordering the river. Even though paved roads throughout the area have somewhat decreased traffic to the market, there's still very much a need for such a place. Roads and trucks can never replace this river. You can buy fruit, vegetables, fish, meat, prepared foods. All we have to do is show up, and the vendors approach us. Smaller boats do not wait for customers to come to them. They'll come to you. It's not uncommon to see several boats clumped together to offer their goods to tourists as well as locals participating in this type of friendly trade. We've visited two wonderful centers of Vietnamese food, and the experiences have allowed us to taste several specialties. So tonight, we decide not to dine the ordinary way. Instead, we'll enjoy an improvised cocktail hour in one of the ship's restaurants. On the 7th deck, we quietly relax and enjoy a glass of champagne and delicious hors d'oeuvres at the Terrazza restaurant. This is how to end an evening, toasting the wonderful town of Ho Chi Minh with a glass of champagne in hand. We are already in the final few kilometers of this dream cruise. We only have 2 more stops to make. Leaving Ho Chi Minh City late afternoon, we sailed all evening and all night on the China Sea, before moving north towards the city of Nha Trang. It's almost 9 o'clock in the morning, and we're ready to dock in a few minutes. The ship gently approaches the dock at Nha Trang. While the longshoremen finalize our docking, We head to the bridge to explore this seaside resort of more than 300,000 inhabitants. Capital of the province, Can Hoa, Nha Trang saw an unusual trend while it expanded. Despite the enormous high-rise buildings that have sprouted up everywhere, the city still has its rustic charm. This makes it still one of the most popular destinations for tourists. We head to one of the region's most famous temples, the Phou Nagar Temple, about 2 kilometers north of the city. Located on a peninsula in the Khai River, the Phou Nagar Temple was built between the 8th and 13th centuries. From first glance, its presence is striking. This temple dominates the area. Dedicated to the goddess Phou Yan Nagar, the temple has been preserved in remarkable condition, even if there are few signs of age. This is truly one of the finest examples of art, architecture, and the Champa religion, which is actually a branch of Hindu culture. The temple has enjoyed great popularity among researchers, travelers, and even among Vietnamese who come here between the 20th and 23rd of March each year to participate in the Phou Nagar Festival. The festival honors the goddess who helped the people build the temple and keep it alive. In addition, she taught them how to find rice, cultivate farms, and make crafts. We are now in an embroidery workshop, not far from where we docked, and it's easy to believe the goddess imparted a good education. The traditional Arts and Crafts Center offers a real immersion in the world of embroidery. Once in the room, we're amazed by the realistic art surrounding us. The works are so realistic. At first glance, we think we're in a photo exhibition. Looking a bit closer, we realize these are in fact embroidered pieces. We're further convinced when we enter the studio to witness several artists at work. After drawing the sketch on a canvas, the artist gives life to his canvas. To create his or her work, the artist uses only one needle and a wide range of colored silk. We can see their skill and expertise. This talent is definitely a gift from the gods. With these beautiful images in mind, we return to the ship. Tonight, we are invited to the 8th deck for a special evening. On the program, music and barbecue. What a nice way to say goodbye to Vietnam. This is the last stop on our ultimate dream cruise. We are about to land in Singapore. For us, this will be the last time we will cross the walkway that leads to the dock. But for a last call, this is a real treat. We're going on an adventure in the city-state of Singapore. We're fortunate to have a personal guide we were able to book while on the ship. He'll accompany us as we venture to the four corners of the city, a metropolis that ranks second in the world for its population density, a little more than 7,000 inhabitants per square kilometer. This is why transportation here is very diverse and very effective. We begin by entering the heart of the city by way of a short subway ride. This ultra-modern subway system transports more than 1.5 million users every day. With 69 stations and 120 kilometers of lines, it is fast and efficient. In no time, we're at our first destination, Chinatown. Founded around the 1820s, the neighborhood was named Nu Che Sui, Chinese for water-bearer beef. The name was given because from the time of its inception, the area had no water supply, and people had to haul in their own water with oxen-pulled carts. Today, it is an area steeped in Chinese tradition and culture. We can see it in the people and neighborhood any time of day. We continue our journey through Singapore with a short bus trip. We land in another colorful neighborhood, the Indian District, nicknamed Little India. Founded in the same time period as Chinatown, Little India is the heart of Singapore's Indian community. Most immigrants operate numerous businesses in their community: culinary specialty shops, incense stores, and jewelers, for example. After a short walk, we find a rickshaw. We then hit the road to get a different look at the city as we head back to the pier. Very quickly, we see the immensity and originality of Singapore's buildings. With its high population density, it's not surprising that Singapore's buildings rise high into the clouds. But what's most striking is the beauty of the architecture. Each building is a work of art. We finish our day in one of the most famous hotels in the world. A hotel not necessarily famous for being a noteworthy establishment, but rather it's famous for one of its inventions, the Singapore sling. It was here at the Raffles Hotel that this delicious cocktail was first mixed. Created by a server, the cocktail was first aimed at the hotel's female clientele. Over time, the recipe has had great success, and today the drink is known worldwide. And it is by toasting with a delicious Singapore sling that we bid farewell to this city and this cruise. This cocktail sums up well the last few days we spent in Southeast Asia. Colorful, diverse, extraordinary, and deliciously different. Tonight, we're flying home. Even now, we have only one thing in mind: returning soon to discover new horizons aboard another dream cruise.